extra first. Saturday game is at Mars Stadium in Ballarat.
Interesting.
Wowzers between the Western Bulldogs and the Brisbane Lions. Sensible Dan, talk to me. What's going on?
Dogs are the class of the competition right now. They are playing delightful football. What did they win against by North? 120-ish?
128.
Josh Bruce, 10 goals.
10 goal too. Yep.
Amazing. Do you see the crowd get up when he kicked his 10th as well?
That is good. And I am one to criticise Josh Bruce. And
everyone has.
I can't wait for him not to kick a goal for the next 4 weeks. Same as Essendon.
Doesn't need to.
Yeah, but he's one of the few men on earth that can say he kicked 10 goals in an AFL game
Respect
now.
it.
Just like 10-goal Tommy Lynch.
Who was the last bloke to do that? Would it have been Tom Lynch? There must have been
I
someone
would have
else in
thought it's
between.
probably Kennedy from the Eagles at some point in the last few years. But either way, I mean, it was great to see.
Respect it.
Key forwards are back, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, look, Dogs are just playing great footy, though. Lions looked a little bit better against the Pies, but does that really mean anything? I don't think Collingwood's that good, so I am comfortably tipping the Dogs here. Not 40 plus, they're not going to blow them out because the Lions have still got some talented players, but 1-39, absolutely.
Yeah, I got 139 too. Even though the Lions were my stock/lock of the week.
You nailed that.
I did.
It.
And I almost didn't. But no, they should have won by more.
Unreal.
I'm being honest, they should have won by more, so I was actually quite comfortable. The second Bailey had that shot for goal, I knew. Like, I put it in. I might have messaged you guys. I messaged my other chat. I said, this guy's a sharpshooter. I was comfortable. I could have turned away. I didn't because I was very excited. But, like, I turned away. I could have turned away. And I would have known.
Mate,
straight away.
The footy gods, there was no way he was going to get punched in the dung hole 2 weeks running. He got robbed against the Cats.
He's a sharpshooter.
It was unbelievable, though, that out of the 18 Lions players on the park, he's the one that gets the redemption.
And he was lifted off half back.
Yeah.
Like,
but
don't you ever tell me there is no such thing as football gods.
2 weeks running.
They were well and truly active the last couple of weeks.
The ledger was squared. But yeah, look, boys, as you've hit the nails on the heads, the Dogs look elite. I mean, what a tune-up game was for them last week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just silly. Lions seem to be digging themselves out of a hole a little bit. I think it's more mental, this hole, than anything else, but they seem to be taking some positive steps forward. Excuse me, against the Pies. Mm-hmm. Was that goal from Bailey the spark? Is he the talisman going forward? Interesting.
Also, just quickly, did rate that he did the post-game interviews with his tooth missing.
Yes.
Love that.
Loved it.
That's what we want.
Awesome.
Big football guy.
I want more of that.
Big football guy.
I want more of that. Look, Dogs have got too many weapons, too much confidence at the minute. Like, they're running around. Mars Stadium as well. When was the last time Brisbane played there? If you live in Brisbane and you're listening to this, do you even know where Ballarat is? Where's Ballarat?
Can't tell you, mate.
Yeah, see? No one knows.
And he's an intrepid traveller.
No, I'm being honest here. I'm gonna put an analogy here. In Ballarat, Sovereign Hill. Ring any bells? We know Sovereign.
Nice
the
one,
gold,
brother.
the gold panners.
Nice one, brother.
Gold miners, gold panners, whatever you want to call it. The Doggies are going to win up there on their way to the gold. That's simple as that. There's your headline.
Brilliant.
No, honestly, Doggies to
Probably
Doggies
just
to make,
about the worst headline I've ever.
Oh, I'm embarrassed.
0 sense.
I'm embarrassed. I'm as red as that footy on the inside. But Doggies to make top 4 is paying $275 at the moment, and I'm intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued by that.
Take that.
Top 4, $275. I saw it at $4 start of the year, but you just don't know with Doggies. Nah. They're very similar to Carlton. You just don't know. Very similar to Essendon. You don't know whether they're going to be good or bad.
Well, it now seems that although I feel like their forward line still isn't as good as you would hope it to be if you're going to be a premiership contender. Like Josh Bruce, he comes and goes. Jamara's a few years off. Norton's a few years off. Like, who were their other key
Mitch
forwards?
Wallace. He's not a key forward.
Didn't even play, though.
Got dropped. Josh Shackey, remember him? Mm-hmm. Remember Josh Shackey?
I do, yeah. Hurts me.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because they're getting that many entries and that much service from their mids anyway. So who cares? It doesn't matter.
And the funniest part about that game was their mids did really nothing. Bont got tagged by Jed Anderson and only turned up once Anderson left the game. McRae did absolutely nothing for 3 quarters and then just lit up in the fourth. Dunkley had a pretty good game. And
Treloar was massive.
We finally saw Treloar come to the floor. But
the goal kick was unreal.
Well, all 4 of them were pretty
I know.
handy.
I'm thinking of the one that run through the centre. The one, the highlight goal.
But it's just, they just get contributors from all over the park. I mean, Taylor Duray's playing really well off half back. Caleb Daniels playing great footy. Bailey Williams, they're on fire.
They've found their place. Like everyone's kind of seems to be finding their place, which is my worry at the start of the year, was whether they were going to be able to find their kind of spot in the team, all the big midfielders, but they really have. And this early too is very surprising on my end.
It seems. Look, sorry, Lions fans.
Got any bets?
Yeah, I was going to say sorry, Lions fans. Doesn't seem to be a lot in this one for you. There's a bit of a disconnect there at Brisbane. Lions got to work their way out of it. Don't know what's going on. Fagan must be ripping his hair out. But in terms of Maltese. Caleb Daniel, 25 touches. Bont goal. Treloar goal. Berry goal. I'm liking that. Zorko, 20
Which
touch.
Berry?
Whichever one's listed in the forward line.
Okay, fair enough.
If you see the name Berry and it's in the Lions forward
Jump on.
line,
Strawberry.
goal. Goal. Goal.
The old blue.
Goal.
The old poison.
Goal. Goal. Maybe all goal. Telling you now. Righty-o. First Saturday.
Hold on.
No, go on, what?
I got bets.
Oh, well,
Do you have bets?
No
he
bets
hasn't
for
had
the
a bet
Des
since
today.
04.
Lethal Latham. Anytime goal.
How'd you forget?
Who could forget Dear Rat Boy? But he's usually good.
I've got to call him that from now on for the rest of his life.
He's usually good for one.
He looks so dirty, doesn't
I
he?
had Treloar 25 plus. He tended the second most CBAs for the Dogs, so right back in the thick of it.
What's a CBA for those who don't know?
So,
I know. I know, but
Central Broadcasting Association.
I thought it was the Colonel's bucket ass.
Colonels with a C? That's the worst part of this whole thing. Move on quickly from this.
Centre bounce attendances for the people listening at home. And Dane Zorko 20 plus.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to put this in your neck.
I'm building.
You're not. You're deconstructing.
Go full Theodore Bagwell mode on him.
I'm going to put it in his... Yeah. I'll put this in your eye.
Boy.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Bro, guess who's just started watching Prison Break?
This guy.
This guy here. I like all of that, Dan. I like all of that. If you decide to wind back and listen to what he just said, I'm sure you will find some nuggets of gold in Ballarat. See, it all comes back around.
Sovereign Hill.